So political violence has become ubiquitous. It's like in your face when you turn the news on. Most recently, these two people who almost look like Luigi Mangione in images detonated a bomb in a Harvard lecture hall or something. Um, Prior to that, you have the Charlie Kirk assassination. Trump is reporting on extremism in places. Um, all this stuff, and so I want to talk about, what politics means if violence can be done well. Is that, is that possible in these cases? And the answer is like a very, very simple no, it isn't. Um, and so let's go back, prior to like, in 2025, 2026, whatever it is, we're in this post-racialized future, but, kind of before this, you could kind of see a difference in types of violence that a society undergoes. You have the ordinary sort of bar fights, people stealing your property or, whatever it is, drunk people getting mad at each other, weird community level disputes or personal problems. And then you sort of shift this over and you can see that, well, yeah, for a lot of the United States history, there was targeted violence against African Americans, against Black people. And that seems to start taking on this characteristic where when you don't have something like way far in the distance, like a constitution to fall back on, you don't have someone like, whoever it is, Abe Lincoln or Barry O, to like, ultimately, you go blame this person for whatever you're unhappy about. These forms of violence don't make sense. And so this sort of begs the question, I just got into an argument about this in one of my comment threads on a different short. Is it possible that, someone can kill so well that the killing that you do, the political violence, the murder that you do, it does such a good job that it actually replaces the whole, it does the thing of the not killing you're trying to achieve. Peace through strength, peace through force is another way of saying this. You can also say it like, in the funny way. And the answer is like almost unequivocally no. It's almost unequivocally no. And this, you can look at like the most recent, maybe large scale, sort of state level scale example is the United States' war on terror and the aftermath of the initial invasions and state building efforts in Iraq and Afghanistan. And what we saw is that, well, if when you start killing terrorist leaders, what you get is political organization. And so it's hard to say that violence can be done